Did we get any actual winners last week?
0.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Lucky we won on the random races.
Jesus Christ.
But out of how many bets, we managed to get 0.
Well, it's like we did 5 bonus bets each, was it?
Yeah. Although Marcus and I still have 2 running, so.
The premiership one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So theoretically, if one of those gets up, it's, yeah.
Yeah, but still. 0 from 13 is...
I mean, it's pretty standard if you discount the like 1 win we get per week.
I mean, I had then the Hail Marys in my $5 bonus bet. So that,
plus the your Dapto Dogs bet and then Mason Cox bet. So there's actually like closer to.
So it's like 19 bets and 0 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to put my Hail Mary on Dapto Dogs, but
you're already betting on it and already losing on it, so it's all good.
Well, I saw there's Dapto Dogs tonight, but that's too early for that.
Oh, actually, we broke even because we hit 1, which was paying 4-1, and then the other 2, other 3, I think we hit. Like we broke even but got bonus bets, so it was actually a good result.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad.
Exactly even. So.
Although the problem is now, when there's less games, finding good things to put your bonus bets on is more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I found that fishing thing, which would have been amazing, but it takes too long.
Fishing.
It goes from October to March, and there was a line on the amount of fish that they catch.
Yeah.
So $1 Million Fish, it's called, season 6. Certified. How many red tags captured? Settled on the certified and announced amount of red tag fish captured in the 2020 $1 Million Fish season 6, 1st of October till the 31st of March.
Yeah, okay. I was watching fishing on TV the other day.
Was it the $1 Million Fish?
No, it was some UK sports celebrities doing fishing. I don't know why I was watching it.
Taking it to the next level of
it came on after whatever the hell I was watching, and I just left it on. Yeah, it's just like ex-soccer players and whatever.
We can actually enter this if we wanted to.
We can enter.
It says fish to win $1 million.
All right. Whatever.
It ends in one, we can't leave home and go to Northern Territory. Although, I wonder if we could say that we're entering the $1 Million Fish.
You get a travel exemption for work.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's in Northern Territory.
Is it?
Yeah. Fish and win.
Anyway, right?
You have to have a reason to go.
To Northern Territory?
Yeah. So...
Really? You could just go and you have to pay the quarantine.
No, but you still need to... You're not allowed to leave 5 kilometers from your house regardless. So you need a reason to do that to get to the airport.
You do?
Yeah. Once you're on the plane, you're fine, but...
Evening all.
So yeah, we're working out how to get into the $1 Million Fishing season 6. So there's 7 total left of the $1 million court. So that means there's $7 million. There's 100 that are $10,000, which 96 are left. There's 20 of the 5K ones, which 20 are left, and there's 5 of the 15K ones, which only 4 are left.
Where does this happen?
Northern Territory.
$1 million fishing in Northern Territory. That's pretty awesome.
Well, it's the reason to get out of Victoria.
It is a damn good reason to get out of Victoria if you've got a boat.
Reason to justify the travel to Darwin.
Yeah.
So is there what's the defined area for where all these fish are?
Northern Territory.
So it's anywhere in the Northern Territory.
No, they have these specific fish that they've tagged.
No, but it's anywhere in the Northern Territory.
Well, obviously it's not anywhere in the Northern Territory.
They tag the fish.
I'm going to assume Darwin, but there doesn't appear to be a lot of information on this.
Does it actually track?
Frequently asked questions.
Does it actually track the fish or not?
No, they're tagged.
Okay. But surely they've got to be.
Okay, it says 100 plus prize tagged barra that are released right across the top end each season. So I guess it is across all of Northern Territory.
Okay. So basically it's just sheer luck as to whether you get it or not, pretty much.
No, it's skill.
Fishing is all skill.
See, I reckon the overs is definitely a good spot here.
What's the
in my
over?
limited the overs? So the line is 15.5, and the line and it's $1.90, so it's a pretty decent line. Already we have 5 taken already, and there's over 5 months to go. So,
but what if they get eaten by other bigger fish?
there's still hundreds out there.
Then you're not going to catch them.
I don't need to catch any of them as long as someone else catches.
I don't mean you personally, obviously.
Well, you said you, so I do take it as me.
Okay.
This is our way of getting rich.
The tagged fish get eaten by other predators, then they're not going to get caught. So there you go, back the unders.
Nah, see, the overs are already well on track. It's been open for 2 weeks and they've got 5 and the line is 15. There's over 5 months to go.
Do you reckon there's a reason why the line might still be 15?
To entice people.
Do you reckon that maybe those in the know of fishing probably know a bit more than you do?
Yeah, how dare you say that I'm not in the know of fishing?
I don't think you're...
I take offense to my you calling into question my fishing thing. In fact,
I will call into question.
In fact, that is a defamatory statement, and I'm getting a lawyer to sue you.
Okay. Sue me.
Yes, claiming that I'm not one of those in the know. I want you to prove that statement is accurate in a court of law.
Sure, easy. Marcus asked you where the fish are and you don't know, so that automatically...
I said it's all over the Northern Territory. There's even a fucking map here for you.
You initially said you don't know, though, so I think that's enough proof.
No, I've done the form here.
You've done the form.
Yeah.
I'm sure you haven't, but okay.
I have. Okay, so... There's been 5 caught already. However, since 2015, it says over 40 prize fish have been won. So this year seems to be a high catching year. So,
you know why? Because no one's got anything else to do, basically. That's why.
I mean, in Northern Territory, you have free reign. There's no restrictions, nothing.
Still, though.
Northern Territory, this may as well be the same as 2019. Like,
true.
Nothing affects them.
Well, they can't really travel, so.
Well, they can. They just can't travel to Melbourne.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, see, although there'd be an influx of people going to the Northern Territory due to the quarantine, so therefore there's going to be an influx of people, therefore an influx of fishing. So therefore, overs is on.
Well, why don't you have
overs could win by next week.
Why don't you have a cheeky bet on it?
Because it's 5 months and 16 days we'd have to wait.
I mean, how are we waiting for those Smith's Chips bets and the James Bond bet?
That may never be. I mean, they were supposed to be done already, but they haven't.
It was supposed to be done already? Really?
The time on let me find it. Okay, so they pushed it out. So one of them they pushed out till the end of December. The other they pushed out to the middle of next year.
Okay.
But they were both like the middle of this year when we initially placed them, and they just moved them on.
Yeah, well, that's no surprise.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, what a great winning week we had.
How did we go last week? I know I didn't win, so I know I didn't even get close. Wow, that's...
I don't think anything needs to be said about last week.
Can we just move on? In fact, sorry, let's go through the Hail Mary, and that's it to decide who... We're just going to forget last week happened.
Can we just say that you lost the Hail Mary without even checking? It's pretty much a lock.
I'm pretty sure my Hail Mary was over before the show got posted up.
Yeah, it was. We were joking about how it would be dead before the thing got done, and it did. It was.
Well, I think the same thing will probably happen again, to be honest. Considering what my Hail Mary looks like. So.
Alrighty.
Hail Mary. So the golf one? Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so all your legs are tonight?
Yes.
So by the time it's posted, it's either won 524. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's either won or it's lost. And so the people won't even be able to join in on the sweat.
Well, they may actually be able to celebrate in the frivolities of what will happen.
I mean, I guess.
If it actually wins, we'll have to have a special show on Saturday, I think.
All right. Well, we can start with Andrew. So Andrew had a 9-leg multi.
What is it?
And you managed to hit, of the 9 legs, how many do you think?
3?
Yep, exactly.
That's a pretty good guess. Yeah, that's 33%. Not really very good.
Marcus, on the other hand, so you had a 8-leg multi.
Did Marcus get 0?
No, I got at least one. No, I got at least one.
No.
Because Lewis Hamilton did win the Eiffel Grand Prix. I think
take a guess without looking, please. You had 8.
2 got up. So.
2. There we go.
2 out of 8.
So let me find mine, which I'll be fucking devastated if I didn't win this. So I had 19 legs, so that's going to be a little bit complicated. Of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
Holy fuck, I went on this crazy run. Hang on, I just completely lost my count. So 1, 2, 3. So I won like 7 in a row, but I lost a stack still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 out of 19.
Well, you're comfortably the winner.
Yes,
we might have to do the numbers to make sure of that because it's quite close.
We just did the numbers.
We did the numbers. No chance.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, I think this week's one I actually have a chance.
So let's start with this week.
Of winning?
Yeah, the Hail Mary.
I don't think so. But.
I mean, I don't think so, but at the same time, as good as a chance of this kind of crazy fucking shit.
All right, well, let's just start with the Hail Marys then.
Okay.
Rattle it off for us.
Well, can you guys go first? Because mine's inspired by a punter, by another punter's supposed Hail Mary this week that actually got up last weekend.
All right. Well, I have a 20-leg Hail Mary. Now, the first leg is Top Esports to beat Fnatic. The next leg is Natus Vincia to beat Windstrike. Team Secret. I mean, no one gives a fuck about any of these. It's all like $1.10 esports matches. Then I get up to I have Melbourne Storm to win the grand final, and then I have Port Adelaide to win the AFL Premiership, and then I have Marta Bassino to win the women's giant slalom Solden, whatever the fuck that is. So there we go.
He's going for the skiing legs.
1.5K. I mean, realistically, I think everything except for that leg has a chance. That one, God knows what. She's like third favorite at $8.50. So
okay, you're betting on the skiing. That's not unreasonable. So
I mean, if you ask me what sport it was,
what's it?
I mean, I have the general idea that slalom is going down a hill, but if you ask me to define whether it's on a board or a
does it say what
ski?
Is it giant slalom or is it just slalom?
It is giant slalom.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
So there's different types of like downhill skiing, and it's more to do with like the width and the size of the course that they have to go down. So I think
knowing zero about this, I could have said exactly the same shit you just said.
So giants, so there's slalom, which is like they go through all the little pegs really quick, go through around all the gates, around the course really quickly.
Yeah, but we don't actually know whether this is skiing or snowboarding because giant slalom can be alpine skiing or alpine snowboarding.
Yeah, it's most likely to be skiing probably. So
Marta Bassino is a skiing person.
Yeah, I'd say it's skiing. So it's like, anyway, it's downhill skiing.
She's a World Cup winner, so, you know.
Yeah, so it's not a stupid
bet. She has some. I mean, it is a stupid bet. I mean, how can you say it's not a stupid bet?
It's going to win.
It's going to win, so.
I mean, even if it wins, it's a stupid bet.
Slalom expert over here. He knows exactly what's up.
So if she's won a World Cup, she's won a World Cup meet before, then she clearly has to be a chance of winning. So,
well, not necessarily.
No, because like those skiing events can just be so temperamental. Like weather can change and just change the conditions of.
I mean, again, you say you just do most obvious shit. Like knowing nothing about it, I could say that the weather changes and that's going to make a big difference because. Kind of
vote of confidence from a giant slalom expert.
There you go.
If someone's won a championship before, they could win again. So that's pretty obvious information. Oh my God. The weather can affect any sport. So there's that. On their day, a former champion can always win. So there's that. Yeah. All the
it's a chance.
All right, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So.
It's basically a lock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a lock, but, you know.
I would. Have some confidence after last week's 0 for 19 between us.
Yeah, ain't happening.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, it ain't happening, but we'll see. I mean, the other competitors could all get COVID and she could win by default. So
there you go.
There you go.
That's my plan. All right. Well, that's my Hail Mary.
All right. My Hail Mary. I've decided to go to English League One. So League One sounds like it's the top league. League One is the third tier.
Third tier of English
Third
soccer.
tier. So it's.
Are you able to get?
It's still pretty professional.
Are you able to get on the Cobblers, or are they in League Two?
I believe the Cobblers are in League Two.
Yeah.
No,
Are they even in League Two? They could be in the
I have a bet on the Cobblers game actually. I didn't take them to win.
You wouldn't have taken them to win, knowing you.
I may or may not have just rolled a dice on every leg just who I wanted to bet.
I mean, your Hail Marys tend to go in a straight order of games in a particular league.
So how did you determine? Because this is more entertaining than what your outcome.
I may or may not have had a 3-number dice.
Yep.
And have just gone through the fixtures. So 1 would be home team, 2 would be 4, 3 would be away team. So I may or may not have done this. may or may not have originally done it for every match with a multi paying $1 million to one. And then decided maybe that was a bit too long. And so just deleted the ones at the end until it was
under $1 million to one.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Okay.
So that being the case, the selections I've chosen are MK Dons to beat Gillingham, Rochdale to beat Hull, a draw between Swindon and Sunderland, Burton to beat Bristol Rovers, Shrewsbury to beat AFC Wimbledon, a draw between Plymouth and Northampton, who are the Cobblers.
Yep.
Doncaster to beat Portsmouth. And so that's paying 2,778.3. So there you go, lock.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on them and say it won't win.
Look at you and your negativity.
It's just being realist, you know. The weather on the day is going to be bad.
Yeah, I didn't consider
a couple of the games are probably going to be called off due to COVID.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Makes it more likely to win.
Possibly.
Right.
Marcus.
My Hail Mary.
Amazing Hail Mary.
Your bet that is already over by the time anyone is seeing this.
My Hail Mary, inspired by the bloke who managed to win just little under $700,000 last week.
No, I think it's actually pretty good of Marcus to do this because he's actually helping the audience out by betting before they can do it, so they can't get on the losing bet themselves.
Can't waste their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
So inspired by the bloke who had a 20-leg golf multi on the two balls at the European Tour event on Sunday, who he managed to pick all of them correctly for a $1 bet to return. I think it was somewhere in the order of 679,000. I have decided to place my own golf picking the winners of each. Well, this time I can't actually go two balls. So what I've done is I've gone to the CJ Cup.
So you didn't even copy the guy. So even your strategy you didn't even do.
It's not actually possible to copy his strategy because he did it.
Well, then maybe
round.
Don't try to copy his strategy you can't even copy.
No,
You know what I mean?
I said I'm taking inspiration from his bet. I'm not trying to copy him. I'm taking inspiration from his bet. So what I've done is I've gone to the CJ Cup this weekend in Las Vegas of all places, Sin City. And I have decided to pick, I initially went for the 20 leg multi, but unfortunately when I put all the 20 legs in, the payout was in the order of $219 million if they had have all got up.
I mean, it's the same shit, so you may as well have.
So
the actual maximum payout, do we know?
I think
like $500K or something.
I think the max payout is $1 million, I believe.
I don't think so, but
anyway.
I mean, who gives a shit? It's irrelevant.
So I brought it back to a sensible 15-leg multi where I brought it back to a sensible 15-leg multi where I have taken the following players to win their 3-ball in the first round of the CJ Cup. So that's of the 3 balls, this player will win their 3-ball. So I've taken Scotty Scheffler, Taylor Gooch, Keegan Bradley, Corey Connors, Tommy Fleetwood, Louis Oosthuizen, Justin Rose, John Rahm, Hideki Matsuyama, Alex Noren, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Kevin Kisner, Ricky Fowler, Jim Herman and Xander Schauffele, all to be the lowest score in their 3 balls in the first round of the CJ Cup starting tonight. And
so if you're watching out there, that's a losing bet that you would have lost $1 on. So
when that does pay out, it will pay out just over $500,000. So
it won't.
So
But that's okay.
Yeah.
So
you can always dream.
So,
I mean, I would hate to see you get like 12 of these legs up, which would have been a winning bet if you hadn't have been so greedy as always.
Well,
he goes 12 in a row and then the last 3 are losing, or one of the last bet.
Here's the thing. I actually didn't even choose any of these legs at all. What I decided to do was get my beautiful wife to come sit down, and I read out each of the 3 names of each 3 ball and got her to choose each one by the name.
So neither you or I actually chose our own legs.
No, that's correct.
I had a dice. You had your wife.
I had my wife. She didn't even. What I did, I didn't even get my wife to look at the odds so she could even have any idea. She chose from the names. She had heard of a few of the names, so she picked the ones she knew. She picked the ones she knew, like Tommy Fleetwood. But other than that, she had.
See, I think this is reflective in the results. Some of us are actually doing form and looking at the.
Oh, that's great. So that's my inspiration. The bloke who managed to get 22 balls.
You ignored his strategy and just did something completely different. So
I said I was inspired by what he did. So I did something similar. Not.
I wouldn't say similar. Just like more stupid.
The principle of what I'm doing is pretty much the same.
I don't think it was actually.
Well, the problem is I can't actually bet on the 2 balls on Saturday and Sunday because the markets aren't out yet because they haven't got to that stage of the tournament. So I wouldn't be allowed. We couldn't do it for the sake of the podcast. So
yeah, it just is irrelevant anyway.
So shall we move on to some some more bets that are actually more likely to get up?
Well,
speak for yourself.
Yeah, they're just as...
Some of us did form and actually put some effort into it.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about all of us. Surely we get one of our...
Well, we didn't get any last week, so no, not surely at all.
Yeah, I feel like this is another losing week coming up.
I didn't even complain about the fact that I had multi that lost from $1.02, and I had a guy lost in a playoff.
That was filthy. That was filthy. You were pretty hardly done by. You had arguably the best player in that playoff and he loses. So
yeah, the $1.02 is more disgusting.
So,
but anyway, enough of last week.
James, do you want to update us on what the current balances are? How we're all tracking, just to update the listeners and the viewers out there how badly I'm actually doing compared to the 2 of you.
Well, you are on. So,
start with your balance because you're leading.
Okay, so mine is now 376. Sorry, 381.88 after we add in the Hail Marys. Andrew is on 161.32. So that's a loss of $38. Marcus, you are on minus 8.2. So that's a negative balance, and starting with 200, that puts you into negative $208.20.
Pretty standard for my punting considering how I've gone the last few months. So.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the only reason why you're even that high up is because of the recent bets.
Yeah. So, well, who wants to kick off our more likely bets to get up this week?
I'll go. So my first bet, we won't even know this week, but that's fine. I have gone an exacta of the AFL to be Port Adelaide winning the grand final and Brisbane being the runner-up, which means that they have to win this week, obviously. But yeah, and then fall in that order. I've then taken my second bonus bet is a same game multi on the Port Adelaide Richmond game. So it's paying $8.50, and I've got Charlie Dixon to kick 2 goals. I've got Tom Lynch to kick 2 goals, and Port Adelaide to win by 1-39. I've then done a overs multi, which is the Port Adelaide game to go over at 114.5, the Brisbane game to go over at 120.5, and Penrith versus Souths to go over at 44.5. And I think some of those lines have actually moved since. So I know in one case you tried to bet on one of those, Marcus, and at the time that you posted, the line had already moved. So I don't know what you were looking at. But anyway, my next one is I've taken Australia in rugby union plus 14.5 because on the weekend they drew with New Zealand, and so this is the second game. I do think that New Zealand will beat them, but I'm thinking 14.5 is a massive line, especially with a draw where Australia kicked to win and hit the post.
That kick was from like 70 metres out or something.
Like 60, but
whatever it was.
Still.
And no, it would have gone about 80 metres with how high it hit up the post.
Yeah, but I mean, you judge it on the distance, not how high it went.
No, I think you could estimate that ball would have flown 80 metres. Now, it had a lot of wind behind it to help, but still.
Yeah, and in the pouring rain and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, I don't think New Zealand are as good as they were. So even though I think they'll win, I think it'll be a tighter game. So 14.5 is a massive one. I've then taken Melbourne Storm to win, Penrith to win, and then Brisbane Lions to win, and that's paying $7.04. My final bonus bet multi is paying $6.50, and this is a same game multi in the Brisbane versus Geelong game. So Brisbane 1-39, Dangerfield to kick a goal because they're putting him up forward, so it's inevitable he kicks a goal. And then I'm going for Charlie Cameron to kick 2+ goals. So those are all my bets this week.
Alrighty, well, Andrew keeps watching Sky Racing 1 to see which dog he bet on next and whether it won. I will.
Yeah, we had the world famous Dapto dogs before.
Dapto dogs going before. So I have taken my first bet is for Richmond. We won one
race tonight, and it happened to be the world famous Dapto dogs race.
Of course, we're going to win at Dapto. It's world famous.
No, the race we won was the world famous race.
Well, of course it was. That was always going to happen. So, I have taken Richmond to beat Port Adelaide by 1-24 points tomorrow.
So there we go. Everyone heard it here first that Port Adelaide are going to win, because last week, if you remember, what was the game that he went against? It was Collingwood Geelong.
Yeah.
So you could not, and I do believe that I said on the recording, sell your house and put it on Geelong because Marcus has set this up that they're going to win. So if you did, you would have won a fuck ton right now. So if you only have one house at this point and you didn't sell it, it's on you.
So yes, I am backing Richmond to win by 1-24 points. And I'm also backing that there will be over, I think you said it's now 115.5.
Yes.
Whereas at the time where I posted this, it was 100.
No, at the time that you posted it, it was 115.5.
Anyway.
No, because I put it on straight away.
Okay, that's, anyway, the time I typed it in, it was 114. So it's moved within the half an hour to 45 minutes I've done it. I'm not going to care about a point. This thing's going to be like 20 goals plus easy this match. So.
Maybe exactly 100.
Yeah, if you're looking for a really good long shot to place on the weekend, 115.
15 points.
Anyway, my second bet for the week is Brisbane to win by 1-19 points against who are they playing? Geelong, to beat Geelong by 1-19 points at the Gabba in the AFL, and also for that
Thanks
game.
Thanks for clarifying. I thought you were talking about another sport.
Oh, anyway, so we're going to take the Brisbane Lions in the AFL to win by 1-19 points against Geelong, and we're also going to take under 120.5 points, total points in that game. So they're my first two. My third bet is we are off to Randwick on Saturday afternoon for the tab for the Everest, the $15 million horse race, the richest one in the world. And I am taking a horse.
You know, the prize money on the race has no effect on the fact that you're going to lose no matter what you bet on.
I'm just saying just to get everybody involved.
Just pointing out the
shut up.
Facts. Facts are facts.
I am taking Bivouac in race 7 in the Everest on Saturday at Randwick to win. This horse.
He's paying 14-1, so
that's right. It
big
is
call from you.
14-1. But the jockey, Mr. Glenn Boss, who won this race last year on a horse by the name Yes, 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 is very confident as this horse.
Yeah, well, he's not going to come out and say that the horse has no fucking hope, is he?
Just let me actually finish.
Well, I'm just pointing out that.
Do you basically think it's got no chance because I've bet on it?
Well, obviously, but also, like, the fact that the jockey says it's got a chance, like, the jockey's not going to come out and say before the race, oh, this thing has no hope. I don't even know why we entered it.
I was going to give you very good reasons why.
Okay, go ahead.
So there is a race that happened earlier this year called the Newmarket Handicap, which is a Group 1 race here in Melbourne over the same distance, where a significant number of these runners all contested the race. And this horse, Bivouac, actually won by quite a comfortable margin. So this horse is back in its prime, trialled extremely well and is looking very good. And I think at the price is a very, very good wager. So I'm taking Bivouac to win the Everest. And then my next bet is we're heading down to Melbourne to Caulfield this week, where the Caulfield Cup is on. And I have taken the horse, the Chris Waller trained Very Elegant, to win the Caulfield Cup. So got a very good draw, got an extremely good record in Group 1s over the mile and a half.
So you think because it's trained by Chris Waller, it's got a better chance of winning?
Chris Waller is an extremely good trainer.
So why would you bet against his best horse in Nature Strip?
Sorry? I don't think Nature Strip is going to win the Everest. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you go into the logic of that Chris Waller is such a good trainer is why you're picking this horse. And yet...
I think Nature Strip is an outstanding horse. I just don't think it's going to win the Everest. So it's been... I don't think it's having a very good prep at the moment, Nature Strip. So it should have won it if it was going to be any chance. If Nature Strip was going to be any chance at winning the Everest, it should have won its last start and beaten Geitra, but it didn't. So I don't think it's any chance because it clearly didn't run well last start. So, and it hasn't done for it hasn't run well this prep at all. So I'm taking Very Elegant. I'm taking Very Elegant for the Caulfield Cup. I'm a little worried that there is an international import coming in by the name of, what's the name of, I can't remember. It's the top weight in the Caulfield Cup. What's number 1 called? Have you got it in front of you?
Anthony Van Dyke.
Anthony Van Dyke. I'm a little worried about this horse because it's got extremely good form around the world and beat some of the best horses over the mile and a half around the world. So I'm just hoping the fact, because it's its first run in Australia and all the crap it's probably had to go through to get here, will potentially hinder its chances of winning.
Wait, isn't that the one that Hugh Bowman has taken a delayed thing for?
Yes. So it's the one I'm worried about because I think it's an Aidan O'Brien trained horse coming out from Ireland, if I'm correct, and Hugh Bowman's come down to take the ride for it. And yeah, I'm a little bit worried that this thing could be a seriously good horse. So
you just decide to bet against it anyway.
Yes, I'm taking the fact that the international travel is going to go against it. So, and in my final,
I don't think they figured that out yet.
Anyway, I'm just hoping. I'm taking a bit of. I just need a bit of luck in this one, to be honest. So I will be extremely filthy if.
I would also note that you even broke the rules to place this bet.
Shut up.
Paying enough.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm just hoping that Van Dijk doesn't beat Very Elegant by half a head, because I might break my TV on Saturday afternoon, to be honest.
I mean, if you're going to break your TV for losing races, you probably shouldn't have a TV in your case, because
that's true. So
it would have to be a daily occurrence.
Well, I'm not actually watching the racing that much at the moment because I have other commitments. Luckily,
that's a good reasoning.
Yes, that's a good reason. So, and in my fifth bet for the weekend, I have taken a soccer multi, a European soccer multi. So, I've taken Liverpool to beat Everton. Liverpool, yeah, I know. My English is going very well at the moment.
Well, they only lost 7-2 to Aston Villa, so, I mean, they're on track, yeah.
I'm taking Liverpool to beat Everton. I think Andrew would actually argue Everton are playing reasonably well at the moment.
Yeah, this game, because it's a derby, it'll be interesting without the crowd. But,
So I'm taking Chelsea.
Yeah, probably not a good spot to take the odds-on favourite.
I know, but again, this is me we're talking about. So I've taken Chelsea to beat Southampton, Mönchengladbach to beat Wolfsburg, RB Leipzig to beat Augsburg. I've taken Bayern Munich to beat Arminia Bielefeld. I've taken Real Madrid to beat Caldes, and I've taken Barcelona to beat Getafe. That's my soccer multi. I can't remember what it was paying.
It's $17.77.
Yeah, so
as always, you have to be greedy and go for.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you're in the hole, you got to be greedy to get even close.
Yeah, I've got to try and get out of the hole. So
that would only just put you back in front too.
So.
Yeah, well.
I'm swinging for the fences and nothing short of it. So
it's a degen podcast. None of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Apart from bonus bet 4, which was under the odds. Really,
you just put a bonus bet on Liverpool to win.
Really, you
should $1.83.
You should have moved one of those legs from bonus bet 5 to bonus bet 4.
Yeah.
Because then it's all within the rules. But, just making up your own rules as you go.
Well,
you could have moved Real Madrid at $1.20. It would have been enough.
Yeah, but I want the $1.20 on the soccer.
Or you could have taken Bayern Munich at $1.16. That still would have been enough.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
And it has next. It would have barely any impact on the other losing bet. But then you could have moved it to this one and lost there as well.
Anyway.
Or you could have had the leg in both multis on this crazy idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Marcus's 5 losing multi-bets.
So I'm without even looking at what the odds are, I'm going to back Everton in the draw.
Everton or a draw?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a lock.
It's definitely not a lock, but I mean...
It's a lock in the sense that Marcus has bet against it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't think I'd touch that match. Those derbies, they can be quite unpredictable. Everton have a pretty good record against Liverpool. But with the lack of crowd, I've got no idea how much that's going to affect it.
All right, I'm going to take Everton and draw no bet, which is paying $2.91. I'm going to put $5 on it.
Draw no bet, okay.
$5 at $2.91.
Yeah, okay.
Just purely for fading Marcus.
Fair enough. All right, then. On to my multis. So the first one is paying $6.67, and it is Port Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne Storm, and the Penrith Panthers, all to win their prelim finals in the AFL and NRL, respectively. So that's basically all of the better teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty solid bet, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have great confidence, but I think it's good enough.
I think every game should be. I mean, every game could realistically go either way. Like, there's no clear cut, I don't think, in any of them, but I think they all should
The
win.
one I'm most confident about is Brisbane, to be honest.
Yeah, but then even still.
Yeah, no, I think.
I mean, like, I've heavily bet it on Brisbane.
I think
like
Brisbane
outside of these two.
is still underrated because they choked in the finals last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they're.
And Geelong seemed a lot better than they were based on the fact that Collingwood were terrible.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so that's the first
And also, I mean, Geelong had Marcus going against them last week, so that was there. So,
yeah.
I mean, that impacted the game clearly, so.
I'd feel better about it if Marcus had a bet Geelong, to be honest. But there you go.
I think Brisbane actually get it done this week.
Okay, you're fucked.
I mean, no. Broken clock is right twice a day, as they say.
I mean, he's taken Brisbane 1-19, so Brisbane winning by 20 is a good shot.
So it'll be 20 plus. Then. Every chance, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like absolutely. If they're able to kick straight.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. Second bonus bet multi, we've gone to the IPL cricket. So we've taken the Mumbai Indians, best team in the league, to beat Kolkata Knight Riders.
Owned by the people that have the biggest house in the world.
Hey?
People who own the Mumbai Indians have the biggest house in the world.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
It's like some 50-story house.
50 stories.
Yeah, it's literally
Who needs a 50-story house? It's ridiculous.
the owners of the Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, well.
So each person living in it needs, I don't know, 10 stories each to live, basically, probably.
It's like unnecessary. It's just wasted space, I would have thought.
So what? There's 4 indoor pools.
Sorry,
so one for each person?
I undersold it. It's 60-story building. Yeah, so they have a 60-story building that they live in.
Any more information as to what's in this property or house?
I don't really understand the point.
I mean, it's a pretty absurd house.
Yeah, it just seems.
Is it like the size, basically, of a city block?
It's the size of a 60-story building. I mean, have you been? What isn't the Rialto? How tall is the Rialto? I don't even think that's.
It's comfortably bigger than our apartment block. It's crazy.
So it's probably at least double the size of the apartment block.
Yeah.
How many stories in the apartment block? So the Rialto is actually 55 stories. So it's 5 stories bigger than the Rialto.
Yeah. Just dumb. Anyway, so that's the first leg.
I mean, the size of the house is going to help them win. So
Maybe that'll be the secret. Second leg is RCB, Bangalore, to beat the Rajasthan Royals. RCB coming back into it in the second half of the tournament. They got some good spinners, and the pitches are slowing down, so the spinners are going to be more of a factor. So RCB, to me, looking like they're going to have a good back half of the tournament. So I've got them. And I've taken the Delhi Capitals, who I still think are the second best side, to beat Chennai, who are, less.
Just to put it into context, their house is worth $2.2 billion.
$2.2 billion
For a house. They only have a 50, this is actually pretty small, really, a 50 person theatre, 50-seat theatre, which realistically in a $2.2 billion house isn't that big.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
No.
Shit house, seriously.
It's just more.
Going to the last leg of this multi, I've taken the Sunrisers Hyderabad to beat KKR again. So I got KKR to lose 2 matches in this multi. Again, Sunrisers have Rashid Khan, and honestly, with the pitches slowing up and the spin becoming more of a factor, it should be enough to beat KKR by himself, to be honest. So that's that multi, paying $9.93.
Okay, so just to go back to their house, so it's valued at $2.2 billion, but they actually spent $3 billion on building it.
They spent $3 billion building the house.
Yeah.
How do you spend $3 billion building a
Imagine trying to sell it.
But how do you spend that much to build the house? How is it that expensive?
Okay, how many cars do you reckon the garage takes? Take a guess on the amount of cars.
I don't know. 100?
Marcus?
Okay.
You said it would be a 50-seat theatre, so...
I was going to say like 270 or something.
It's a 168 car garage.
Okay.
So, yeah, they can only fit 168 cars in the house. It has a ballroom. It has 9 elevators, because why do you need one? It has 3 helipads.
3 because one's not enough.
And it has its own air traffic control, as most houses do these days. It has a snow room that spits out snowflakes from the walls. So, yeah, pretty average house, really.
I can't ever remember thinking, I wish I had a snow room, to be honest.
I know, but can't you remember thinking you wish you had 3 helipads because one's just not enough?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not as stupid as a snow room. What the fuck is that?
Well, if you're in India where it never snows, sometimes you want snow.
Just get a snow machine, yeah, no problem.
Well,
Man, imagine having to bankroll your own fucking air traffic control.
It's so good.
Like, imagine the thought process of like, oh shit, we need our own air traffic control in our house because the regular air traffic control isn't enough.
I don't understand. Why doesn't this guy just basically build an airport for his own house then instead?
He did. He built it on his 60-story house.
No, but does he can planes like take off or is it only helicopters?
No, it's only helicopters.
Oh, okay. That's no fun.
all right, let's move on from this ridiculous house.
Any other bets for the weekend?
I've still got 3 more multis to go. So my third multi is from the English Premier League. So I've taken Crystal Palace to beat Brighton. Crystal Palace paying $2.60 at home. I think that's a good price. I still don't think Brighton are very good, to be honest. And then I've taken West Ham to beat Tottenham, paying $5.50. Mostly just because fuck Tottenham.
I like it.
Multi 4. I've taken Leicester $1.83 at home to beat Aston Villa. Like James said earlier, obviously Aston Villa just beat Liverpool 7-2, but I think that's the reason why Leicester are so long, and Leicester are a good team and they're playing at home. So $1.83 I think is, for Aston Villa, is still really a clear bottom half of the table side. I think $1.83 is decent. Taking a draw between West Brom and Burnley. Again, because West Brom have started better than expected. I think they're just a little bit overrated. And yeah, I didn't really want to take Burnley at 287 either, so I thought a draw at 325 is probably okay for that. And then the last leg I've taken Leeds to beat Wolves. Leeds paying $2.45. They look like a decent side to me. So $2.45 for a home team that's a decent side is good enough for my liking. And then, so that's the first four multis. The last multi, I have gone to the Brownlow, which is going to be held on Monday night. That I didn't say the prices. So that first soccer multi paying $14.30 and the second one paying $14.59. So some decent prices there. Now I've got the bonus bet multi on the Brownlow account. So I've taken each of these guys to poll the most amount of votes in their team. So I've got Matt Crouch to win Adelaide votes. He's paying $2.75. I've taken Patrick Cripps to win Carlton. I've taken Patrick Dangerfield to win Geelong. And then we've gone the spicy one. We've gone Took Miller to win the Gold Coast votes, paying $6. They got Matt Rowell as $1.10 when he played in 4 games.
What? Well, I guess they're saying he's going to get votes in most of those games.
They reckon he's going to, they must seem to think he's going to get 12 or something, I guess. But that just seems completely ridiculous to me. So there's Took Miller and there's Hugh Greenwood, who's had a pretty good season. But the thing about Greenwood is I don't really trust the umpires who actually have a clue what's going on, to be honest, and they just give votes to midfielders. So that's basically my strategy for Brownlow betting, is just you back the guys who've had the possessions, because that's what the umpires look at. They don't really know what's going on, I don't think.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, well, just and they're getting sucked in too. Was it 2 years ago when Tom Phillips didn't get a single vote? It's ridiculous. They just have no idea what they're talking about. And that was my same thing about taking Dangerfield to win Geelong against Menegola. Just because he's a bigger name, I think he'll get given more votes, just because they don't really know what they're doing. So this multi is paying $61.05. So, like Marcus, I'm going for it.
I like it.
Swinging for the fences.
I've also taken a few bankroll bets on the NFL just to have a sweat on the games that'll be on when I'm playing poker. So I've got $15 on the 49ers to beat the Rams, paying $2.52. Got $15 on the Bills to beat the Chiefs, which is paying $2.67.
The Bills to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs, James.
The Chiefs being the defending champions and pretty much who everyone expects to win this year again.
The Bills are going to beat. So there you go. And then $15 on the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys, paying $1.84. The Cowboys quarterback obviously just fucked up his ankle. Although the guy that they brought in has been in the league for ages and apparently played well, but whatever.
The Chiefs are the favourites to win the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Bet against the team who's just had their quarterback go down at $1.84. I think that's reasonable to me.
Yeah?
So that's it for me.
So what are the motifs of your house? Have you set them? Because their house has dominant motifs of the lotus and the sun.
Good.
How many people do you think work at their house?
Let's have an over-under bet, Andrew.
120.
I'll take the over. Wait, hold on. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I know. I think you should take an over-under on this.
Let's go an over-under between you and me, Andrew.
Yeah. Well, you say you want the over. I'm happy to take the under.
At 125?
Well, I said 120, but yeah, if you want to give me an extra 5, yeah, sure.
So I'll take the over on 120.
All right, 120.5.
Done. I'll take the over.
All right, I'll take the under.
James?
For amount?
Five. We'll go $5 to the bank.
$5 podcast dollars.
$5 podcast dollars. In fact, hold on. Does this bet get me out of the hole?
No.
It'd have to be like $10.
Can we make it $10 so I get a $5 bet?
No, that wouldn't even get you out of the hole. You're $8 in the hole.
$10.
You have to bet 15.
If we bet $10 and he wins, then he'd have $2 of which
he'd have $1.80.
Then I want to bet that $1.80.
No, you can only bet 60 cents. That's a rule.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only bet 60 cents.
I want to bet the 60 cents.
All right, $10 bet then.
$10 bet it is.
Let's go. You're on.
Oh, you idiot. I'm 600.
600?
Yeah.
Wow.
Andrew, I was actually going to happily take the overs on like 300.
Yeah, you went way low.
I'm like, yeah, 2 per floor. That seems pretty reasonable.
How would that be reasonable? They have an air traffic control. That's got to be like 20 to 30 people on its own.
That's how I didn't think of
it. I mean, there's probably like 20 people that work on the snow machine.
Andrew,
they're not turning their own theatre on. And
Andrew, there is nothing reasonable about someone who spends $3 billion to build a 60-story house.
No, what is reasonable is the motifs of the house.
Motifs. That is
dominant motifs.
So, oh shit, sorry, I'm pissing myself laughing. Right, I'm trying to find something to back.
All right, you got 60 cents to wager.
All right, here we go. Alpha Oro is running in race 7 on Saturday at Caulfield.
60 cents on like an even money shot.
It's just because it's Alpha Oro. I just saw the name, that was it. It's running in a group 2.
On where?
Caulfield, race 7.
You're going to put 60 cents on it.
Well, I just want to back Alpha Oro so that I've got to sweat for it to get up. So
we would be backing it anyway, you idiot, because it's a promo race and it's the clear favourite.
All right, so I'll go something else then.
You did all that so you can put 60 cents on an even money shot.
Fuck. So much shit. No idea what to chip. No.
Just take the next race on the dogs.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, live bet.
Mandura.
I'm just getting channel 526 up.
Go to Mandura on Sky 2.
Hobart? Is Hobart there or not?
There's a Thursday buffet at Mandura, so $29.
Is there Hobart
Good
or
value.
not? No, okay, we'll go to Mandurah. Right, we'll go to channel 527, Sky Racing 2. Oh, I'm watching Marseille. It's not even up.
It's got 2 minutes to go. It's the next race.
Well, should I go the trots? Should I go the trots then
No, fuck the trots.
at Shepparton?
No.
That's a minute away.
No.
Well, I don't know
Go
if this.
Mandura. Be a man and go Mandura.
Oh, wait the extra minute. We're not betting on fucking trots.
Hey, it's my fucking 60 cents. Thank you very much.
You're overruled. There's no betting on trots.
Yeah. That's an official rule.
Okay, dogs it is. No choice.
Take a productive guess on Mandura.
All right.
Well, why don't you put it on the same race multi at Mandura?
I agree. I like that.
I think you should try to win $29 so you can go to the Thursday buffet.
I'm watching this. Come up, Mandura. This last race at Marseille.
It's the name of the race is called the $29 Thursday.
I know. I can see it.
They have their phone number in there, which I don't want to give out on this.
I was going to say, do you want to give out the phone number as well, just for good measure?
Well, why not?
I don't know. I mean, we're promoting them. I don't think they haven't paid, so we can't.
Can we have the 5 to run second, third, or fourth? I don't think it'll
Top
win.
4, yeah.
Oh, you can. Is it top? Okay.
Yeah, top. So basically, you have win, top 2, top 3, top 4. Are your options.
Let's go the 8 for top 3.
Yep.
5 for top 4.
Yep.
1 for top 4.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. It's paying $3.75.
Come on. Get me a...
Hang on.
How much money do I have left to bet?
It's paying God, I got no idea.
Can I just have $5 on the 7 each way then?
So you're going to win $2.16. So the 7 each way.
Bet $5 on the 7 each way for me.
Too late.
How is it too late?
Sorry, the light's red. I thought it was green.
Jesus, don't screw us up here.
Just because I have to oppose Marcus.
The 7.
Yeah.
Yep. At $21.
What? Yeah, something ridiculous. Yeah.
All right, well, you're on.
All right, beautiful. All right.
If that 7 gets up, holy shit.
All right, Marcus, I need you to call the 7.
All righty. Green light on. Bunny rolls at race 2, the 302, and they're racing. It is the 5 from the 4 and the 1 and the 8. So it is currently 5, 4, 1, 8. So it will be the 5, the 4, and the 1. So I lost. I know I lost because I didn't have the. I definitely didn't have.
Hang
the
on, what did you say?
There. 5, 4, 1, 8.
Oh, wait. 5, 4, 1, 8.
Oh, did I? I know exactly what I did.
You get?
No.
Was it 5, 4, 1, 8?
Yes.
You took the 5 and the 1 to run top 4, but you took the 8 to run the top 3. So if you'd taken them all to run top 4, you would have won.
Oh my God.
You're a fucking idiot. Oh, that is classic.
The 7 wasn't in the photo.
7 wasn't in the photo.
I think 5, 4, 1, 8 is 7.
Oh well, GG.
Oh, I get a bonus bet though, don't I, for 60 cents?
No.
Oh,
What
fuck.
a bonus.
Where would
not
that be a bonus?
I thought it was anyway. Ah, fuck! What an idiot I am.
It's so perfect too, the fact that the one that comes fourth, that is so you. That's what you should actually bet somehow. Andrew.
Why did you take top 3?
Oh God.
That top 4 runs in any other order and you win.
I can't fucking.
I mean, that is so perfect.
I couldn't have done that any better if I tried, to be honest.
In terms of how bad it was, yes.
Yes, correct.
Well, that was impressive.
Well, on that losing note, I think that's enough losing for us.
Good night. Happy punting this weekend, everybody.
All right.
Let's hope we can get a few winners.
Made our bets, everyone, and you
Especially Marcus's.
Newcastle's for all of you out there. So there you
Come on, bivouac.
go. All right.
So no.